Okay, day 5. It is time. Look at me. I'm going to run right on in here in my awesome blue cape and mask, and I'm just going to go right on around. Now, I don't actually know if I figured anything out somewhere else or something, or just finally found my wits about me, but after a bonk or two, I did find my way around without too much trouble. So yes. And there's the exit. Look at that. Nice and easy. And see, now as I do this, I remember this was the normal route through. That was the route I always took through. And then finding all the candles. And I actually had a route to find the candles. And you could time that krill perfectly with where he was going to be. And he had little hiding places. But look at me. I'm all confident now. Day 5. Confident. Why I'm going back to the beginning, I don't quite know. But anyway, I know exactly what I'm doing now, she says with just a hint of sarcasm. But yeah, but it seems like I've either watched a video, which is possible, because there were a few videos posted on Facebook and stuff. But I'm right back to the beginning. I think I got lost. But definitely a new day because those are there. Oh my goodness. So anyway, we'll try this again. We're going to go across. And this was, like I said, the normal route was this way. And then you'd go off, I'd go off to the right to get those candles, timing the krill. And now, my hope is to find a person to lead me through. And I don't remember, I think I was just going to wait for somebody. And I happened to find somebody very quickly. It's just not who in my memory it was. So I think what I did is I remembered the Akuge guy from the last video. But the reality was, it was a different person that I found. I also eventually discovered, once I had flight, you could fly over the whole damn thing. There are some candles. Look, I'm so smart. I found some candles. But I definitely wanted to find a person. Oh, I like this view. That's beautiful. Oh, you know what? I think I have a feeling as I'm watching this. I suspect I read somewhere. Oh, yes, perfect view now. That over there was where the emote was. I read somebody say, stay up off the ground. But you can only do that for so long before you run out of flight or have a friend. And again, this is not quite how I remember it. But I do remember meeting somebody on one of these structures who ended up helping me through. And this is them. And this turns out to be a player I played with. I never learned their real name, and I have a suspicion who it is. My friend, you please help me. I have a suspicion I know who it is just by the interactions I had with them over the course of the beta. Again, not somebody I ever opened chat with or anything like that. So I'll be curious if I keep doing this and watching these old videos, if I ever see this person chat. Because if I never see him chat with anybody, I think I know who it is. I love our capes, the way they glowed like that. The blue. A lot of the colors glowed like that. I love the view I get up here. But anyway, now he is going to get me. He or she is going to get me. This is the emote structure. This looks familiar. It's the same, relatively the same shaped structure as it is now. And this is where you find the sneak stance. And it was a sneak stance here too. I'm like, I'm not letting you out of my sight, buddy. You need to show me how to get out of here. All I want is to get out of here. All I want is to get out of this level. Really, please, just show me the exit. Just exit. But we get a stance. Very unpolished, early emotes, spirits. These went through quite a number of iterations before they came to the final ones. It was funny, you could get pulled into this emote if somebody had lit those candles and you flew into its range. And you could get hit by the krill while you were in the emote cutscene. It was bad. There's Oh Yippee again. And that might also be why I remember an O name, is seeing that name. Ah, thank you. He's also wearing one of my favorite hairstyles. The Valley Elder. Watching for the krill, I assume. And again, this was before there was any other areas, so there was no shipwreck area. I'm going to go up here, I think, and find some candles. For a while, did this have a... No, it did not yet have a hair. When the afro hair and the afro ponytails, the puffy ponytails were added, the ponytails were added here. And that big room was added later as well, where the afro was added. And then the purple cape, when it was added, was here in this krill area. So this was just a big pile of candles. But then there was an emote, a cosmetic kiosk, a hairstyle kiosk added up in there. So after a while of waiting for the krill to do his rounds, nice close view of him, eventually I learned that you could just fly over the whole thing, but you did have to have enough flight power to make it. Obviously with the floaty flying, it made it difficult, but the exit is right here. And there are candles down there that I think we skipped. Or did he go to? I'm not even sure. But anyway, nope, we're going to go to him. It looks like, maybe. Nope, we're going to skip him. Yay. The krill could get you here and throw you right through the transition. Finally, at last. Through that area. And now the next part looks fairly similar. Very murky. But look at that structure there. Pretty much looks the same. Pretty much. It got obviously cleaned up a bit. Fine-tuned, but pretty much the same. A whole lot of stuff was added onto it, though, because they added emotes in funny places, and so they added a carry emote, so they had to add a way to actually climb rather than fly up it and stuff like that. But this is the barricades in front. Barricades was a name you needed to eventually know, and the highest peak was not the highest peak, but those became quests after a bit. So he's going to take me up. I think he's figured out, oh, she's new, or else he might also be on a post-Eden. Obviously, he's been to Eden a few times because he's got the elder hair. And you did need to go to Eden, again, through Eden to get elder hair. It required finding all the spirits of the constellation, but you got the elder hair in Eden, just like you do now. And this cutscene was glitched for so long. I mean, it just was not a priority at all to fix it. It was cut off forever in the beta. So there's the lookout emote. Also an elder hair person with that, he needed the emote. He just got warped up to it. And I don't think the game does that anymore, does it? Where it pulls you in and anybody watching can see you pulled in. And then down here is the emote that you now find in the shipwreck area. This is the salute emote. Very hard to find if you're on the ground because it's so dark. And somebody commented on how much brighter things were in the beta. And the problem was things were overly bright in some areas. The prairie was blinding. Although it didn't seem so bad here in these videos, but it became very blinding. So finding that tuning between light and dark seemed to be a bit of a challenge. I find some candles. Again, it was all candles, which when they started taking away the candles and adding the dark plants, a lot of us were very sad, very, very sad and disappointed about that. This whole thing looks completely different. And you're going to see now, or in a minute here, what I miss the most about Wasteland, the current Wasteland, because it doesn't make any sense to me what they did. So you still have the gate, and you have this guy here, and this is where the Elder cutscene appears, which just makes more sense to me with the entire thing. And it's completely different. No, not completely different. It is different, though. But it just makes more sense for this scene to be taking place out here. Everything fits better. I missed that scene. And my friends are over there waiting for me like, hey, girlie, you got a problem here. See, all this fits in better. And obviously you're not going to have the problem of people calling the krill out on you while you're not anywhere near the platform, but that's what they did. So of course I'm freaking out, and you have to wait so long before you have control of your character again. And obviously, I'm just going and and flying is moving is so difficult. Looks like my friends took off without me. So finally through Manna and into the space between Manna and Vault. I missed this structure so much. This statue. We were. I want to say some people were devastated when they got rid of it. That was it was not a two-player door, but it was two sides to the door, and they went and opened it already. But on the right and left are cosmetic kiosks, a whole bunch of candles in front. Now, obviously, no cutscene thing here, no elder to sit at. But I think I missed. But one of those had the teal cape, I believe, and some other cosmetics. I can't remember what was there now. But I eventually got the teal cape. But of course, I think I'm hurrying to them, so I didn't. But right there, you can kind of see the platforms. Oops. Door closed back up again. So here we'll open it. and then we'll move on to Vault. So tune in for the next installment of Vault, my first experience in Vault. So thanks for watching.